this is my first presentation doing something like this. Usually I talk to schools and kids and...
It's kind of the same.
Yeah, right? So I run Apple Valley Minerals. This is an old historic mineral shop. It's been around since 1962. The shop was founded by my mentor, Sal Avella, a famous collector in Rhode Island. It was my favorite shop to go to for years and years. And I have the distinct honor of being able to carry the shop on. I was just one of the kids that came in to help and hang out. And when Sal passed, they contacted me, the family and friends of the shop, and they were like, hey, you know, does anyone want to take the shop over? And that's the short of how I ended up in one of the most historic shops in New England, I'd say. It's one of the oldest shops probably on the East Coast for minerals and fossils. And it's so cool. It's been my passion my whole life. Started probably in diapers, digging up garnets out of my backyard. My dad would get wicked pissed. He'd go mow the lawn, and the lawn would go into the holes I was digging and yell at me, and it was... But it was a lifelong passion. And it's so cool to be in the shop and be running the shop right now. One of the coolest things about the shop is the types of people that come into the shop. It's such an eclectic array of hardcore nerds, like myself, but you know, people come in for all sorts of things. Probably the number one is the big hype around the metaphysical, the healing properties of crystals. I've had people come in like, oh, what's gonna, you know, heal my depression and this and that. Psychiatrists, like, you know, there's definitely like, you go to Barnes and Noble, there's books on the healing product. I think there's definitely something to it, because the more rocks and crystals I surrounded myself with over my life, the better it became. And now I'm running a rock, mineral, and fossil stuff. And it's really cool. So the metaphysical people are awesome. They're very spiritual. The Reiki, you know, they're on another level. You know, I'll look at people in the shop, they'll be zoned out, meditating with a crystal. Like that one, meditate with this one. This is yeah, so it's really cool. I learn a lot from them. Then there's the other side of things, the really hardcore nerds. I have guys coming into the shop with radiation meters, testing how radioactive the rocks are, and that's some dangerous business with that stuff. You're supposed to keep your radioactive collection in like a lead box, but I find the collectors, they're a little more eccentric than usual. But yeah, so you got collectors that collect the radioactive stuff. We have collectors that collect minerals that are fluorescent. If we could dim the lights a bit, actually, you probably don't even need to. So yeah, like fluorescent mineral. There's this one comes from New Jersey. There's actually whole caves.
Of course it does.
The Sterling Hill Mine Museum in New Jersey is so cool, but they have a whole, imagine a whole cave made out of this rock. They wheel the UV black lights down into the cave, and the whole wall lights up. It's a really cool thing. So the fluorescent minerals are really cool. Back to the metaphysics. So with the with the metaphysical people too, you know, they're into all sorts of stuff. There is kind of a tangible energy with the crystals too. You can map it to science. Actually, if we turn the lights back down, like kind of really dark, I might be able to show it. So you know, quartz is used in all of our electronics, computers, radios, TVs. Quartz crystals, they have energetic properties where if you apply pressure to quartz, it's a piezoelectric. So this is called triboluminescence. If I take these two quartz crystals and rub them together, let's see sparks. So that's actually electricity in the crystals, and this is when you apply pressure to the rocks and everything. So I do this in school to really, you know, teach the kids, you know, why quartz is used in all of our electronics and all of the, you know, the stuff that we kind of take for granted in life. Yeah, there's minerals, there's rare earth elements, you know, mines all over the world, mostly mine for this stuff. They don't really mine for specimens to like put in shops like mine. It's really, you know, for use and stuff like that. So there's actual real energy, real science behind the crystals too. But you know, what are the other collectors? We got some really cool fossil collectors. I work with a couple archaeologists. I have a guy that goes out digging for dinosaur footprints and brings those into the shop. So it's just such a cool array of people. Another cool thing we do is prospecting for minerals ourselves. So we'll go out in the field and actually kind of dig for rocks. There's all sorts of stuff in Rhode Island. Our state rock of Rhode Island is this. This is Cumberlandite.
Yeah.
Yep, Cumberlandite from Cumberland, Rhode Island. Cumberlandite is magnetic due to its high iron content. There's titanium content. They tried using Cumberlandite to make cannonballs back in the Civil War. They didn't work. They ended up messing up the cannons real bad. But they did try it. I get people coming in. I identify rocks a lot. I do identification and appraisal. Almost every week somebody comes in with a piece of Cumberlandite. They're like, I found a meteorite. It's a meteorite, right? So we're tossing dubs. It's a piece of iron-bearing Cumberlandite. That's why it's magnetic. There's tons of magnetic rocks because iron is pretty abundant in the earth. But Cumberlandite is a unique one. It's the only combination of minerals in a rock that's really known in the world, and it's just local to Cumberland. So that's really cool. We have tons of. I dig for amethyst here too. A lot of people don't know that we have amazing amethyst deposits in Rhode Island. This is one of the coolest amethyst crystals I dug. Yeah, these come from in Burrville. There's another very popular amethyst deposit in Hopkinton as well. That one's not. That's like, you know, closed land. You know, you'll get arrested. You'll just people off if you trespassing.
It sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yeah. Well, even the open places that you can actually go and collect still gets dangerous. It's for like plane jumpers. You know, that's somebody digs a hole out in the woods, regardless who his land it is. If you go in that hole and start looking for crystals, you could be in big trouble. I was out in Burrville prospecting for these one day. Walked up on my hole, I looked in, I hear some rustling around. A toothless guy looks up at me in the hole, and I'm like, dude, who do you think dug that hole in? What are you doing in my hole? Like, you know, like way out in the middle of the woods in Burma. I'm like, I kicked him out of my hole. Well, I mean, that could have ended bad for me, you know. It's, you know, people might not be so kind.
You might not be here right now.
Yeah, you see, you know, like blood diamonds, you know, people get killed over, you know, minerals like that, especially with the really valuable, really gem quality stuff. So, I love what I do. It's really cool. The minerals, the fossils, there's so many different aspects and facets of collecting. We work with a lot of jewelers. We do a lot of jewelry stuff. We source stones for that. The fossils, this is one of the cool fossils that I bring this around to classrooms. I show kids. I usually pass it around so everybody gets to touch it. I have them guess what it is. I won't have you guys guess. This is a coprolite. I don't know if anybody knows what a coprolite is. It's fossilized dinosaur poop. This one's not from a dinosaur. This is too small. This is an ancient turtle. This is a you know, turtle from the dinosaur era. Probably 40 million year old. Dinosaur poop that I'm holding. The kids freak out. It's a rock set. It's a rock set. So you get cool things. You can get fossils of all sorts of cool stuff. These are popular too. Megalodon too. You know, you can get all sorts of really cool fossils. You can get whale ear bones and all this stuff.
You guys have a big rock coming up, yeah?
Yes, yeah. So the timing of this is perfect. We have the biggest rock mineral fossil trade show in our state. Well, it's actually the only one. It happens. It didn't happen for the last 2 years due to COVID. It's coming back this weekend. I'm going to leave some flyers out here. It is in Pawtuxet Village in Princeton, and it's going to be a huge show. It's about 25 plus rock mineral fossil dealers. I'll be there, and it's going to be epic. It's going to be a lot.
It's going to be rock.
Really cool thing. It's going to be rock. And we're going to have a big display of the amethyst from Rhode Island if you're into the local minerals. But
when is the show?
It's the 29th and 30th, Saturday and Sunday, all day, both days, this coming weekend.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm helping coordinate the show, and I'm kind of like super stressed out about it because our Rhode Island, there's a mineral club in Rhode Island, RIMH, the Rhode Island Mineral Hunters Club. They put the show on, and yeah, it's kind of a small club, so I'm doing like most of the stuff for the show. So you'll see me there at the show. I am available all the time at the shop. I live at the shop. I just have people call ahead, and if they want to come by, we're there 7 days a week. And we have an open house every Sunday at the shop. I'll leave some cards for the shop and for the big show coming up. But yeah, thanks for listening.
Give it up for Lewis from Apple Valley Mineral.